Boys, today we are back in the wonderful state of North Carolina doing my favorite thing with my favorite people, targeting giant bluefin tuna with Johnny the Goat and crazy Ramey James. He's right there. Ramey, hey, Ramey, say hi to the people. Say hi. We are truly in the land of the giants. This video is gonna have a lot. We're gonna be fishing for giant bluefin tuna. You're gonna see us catching bait in preparation for the season to start. I'm gonna drop quite a bit of knowledge on the way that is best to keep these baits alive and healthy in pens over an extended period of time. You're gonna see an incredible grade of kingfish, and you're gonna see some very, very cool Nat Geo stuff. I'm gonna kick off this video of us the day before the season start, catching some bluefish out on wrecks with Christmas tree rigs and jigs. That is my favorite way to catch these things. That's the way that everyone does it up here. And then shortly after, we're gonna cast net pogies, shad, manhade, and bunker, whatever you call them. They're gigantic. They're not like the little 6-8 inch ones that you get in Florida. They are the true big ones. All right, first target species, bluefish. Bluefish, not really the bait of, well, there's good baits, but not a bait of choice. I'd rather use, as they call them, shad, pogies, menhade, and bunker, whatever. Bluefish cure really well. So these baits are gonna stay in the pen for probably a while. Fresh shad is what we want, but these are still very good baits. Christmas tree rig, very simple. Just surgical tubing, long hook so they don't get bit off, and like a little, they call them albie jigs here, but dropping them down and jigging. Easy as that. Oh, you got a quad. Here.
Holy smoky balls. Holy, look at them all.
Oh, no. Wow. Come here. So one would think that these guys are tuna fishing. They're not. Well, they kind of are. A lot of them are fishing for what they call albies. Most people in Florida call them bonita. They're really called little tunnies. And it's a humongous fishery. The further north you go, the bigger of a fishery it is. And that is why I love getting little jigs from down here. They have such a better selection and quality because it's such a huge fishery fishing for those things. On top of that, they're probably fishing for bull reds and whatever else wants to bite around this, tons of bait. It's funny, we were up on the shoal over there by the lighthouse, and we were in about 30 feet of water, and there was fish being caught and hooked around as bluefins. And there was a couple bay boats in the same area with bluefins getting caught next to them, just fishing for albies. And like, it's I don't know, I just think it's funny. You have bluefins busting out next to you and you're trying to catch unedible bonita. But we're getting the net ready. We got some calls coming in. We just got done using the restroom. Isn't that right, Ramey?
What? I did. I feel better. Woo!
We got this live well going. And we're gonna put the shad pogies in here. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. And then we're gonna take them to the house, pin them up, and I think we're actually, due to the current circumstances of the weather, going to come out here tonight, do a good old midnight start, and try to fish. I don't know, we're gonna stage up on something and fish tonight, and then in the morning we're gonna come and look for this bait more than likely, and then by 10 o'clock it's gonna go from pretty evil weather to potentially dangerous weather.
Not no more.
Not no more? So we're just gonna go out in the dark for fun now? Yeah. Okay, all right, we're doing it for fun, for funsies. Might as well, who knows? There could be an untapped night beach fishery for these bluefin here that nobody knows about yet. And that's great, like, nobody. That's great, like, legit beach fishing for bluefins. 1,000-pound fish right here. If you've been following the channel for a while, you saw that, I guess it was 4 years ago now, the biggest fish of the season was caught to the north of here and was hooked in 15 feet of water. Oh, we already threw the net? You load fast, buddy. So, yeah, seriously, this is where the banana throwers thrive. So yeah, I mean, it's just an insane fishery. I mean, just Nat Geo stuff always. You got a bunch? You got enough. Big shad. Beautiful. This is obviously a very unexciting video, So I'm going to assume that the people who are watching this are into, I guess, this fishing enough or like follow me enough. Look how cool that is, man.
Look at all of them down there.
Oh gosh. There they go.
Boom.
All right, close it, close it.
Boom, shakalaka.
So I'm gonna go like deep into the details of proper bait here, and especially keeping these baits penned up. I learned a lot on the West Coast. I only spent 1 year, but those people, that entire fishery is so dependent on live bait. Ooh, we have to put that in later. That fishery is so dependent on live bait that I tend to learn a lot about how to keep these things alive as best as possible. There you go. I'm trying not to catch many rings. But as I was saying, even just 1 year over there, the amount of knowledge that those guys have in that fishery of how to keep bait alive for as long as possible and keep them as healthy as possible, it is something that everybody can learn from in every fishery, especially if you keep baits in pens like we do here or you're in South Florida. So I'm gonna take you guys through what I learned from the people that are the best in the world at keeping baits penned up and alive. And I'll go further in detail. I'm kind of busy right now, so I guess we'll see you at the dock and at the pen. See if we can load it up.
Put it on TV!
Woo! Perfect throw.
Giant umbrella, perfect.
Giant umbrella.
Back up a little bit, Remy.
Huh?
Back up a little bit.
Right.
Tap in reverse, young man.
Never mind.
Oh no. That's fine. Perfect amount. Oh, maybe not.
That's good.
Oh, too many. Why don't you do that in the first throw?
I like it when you call my name, John Boy, and I get on the video.
All right, first throw.
Keep all these.
How many?
My gosh.
A little bit too much.
That was your video, Joe.
Just take it.
That's the man.
How come you ain't calling out?
Put the rest over.
Yep.
Put the rest over. Don't.
Whoa, they're everywhere.
All right. Here. All right. We are looking good. We got a perfect amount actually. And we are going to take it to the house, get these nice and healthy. Bluefish are looking good.
Yeah, bluefish look good. They are, man.
Perfect amount of bait, perfect health. I love that. All right. Onward. All right, we have made a return. We are about to put our baits in the pen.
Yeah.
From what it appears, all our bait did very well. I think we lost one bluefish, but that's it. Oh, but pogies are doing well. We're actually going to keep this thing on the boat this year, which I'm excited about. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you guys. That was a pinhead move. But, no, actually, no, he's fine. You're right. He was just laying on the bottom, hanging out. Huh. Taking a little nappy. All right, good looking baits. Happy baits, happy fishermen. They're pogies. They look pretty good to me. I think they look fine. Ooh, that's a good amount. I'm happy. I'm very satisfied. Settling in nice. They look healthy. Oh. All right, sorry about my messed up hair, but this is the important thing. One of the most important things that, this is one of the most important things I learned about keeping bait for a long period of time. It's pretty simple, fixes a lot of problems. It's this. That. Having light for your bait 24 hours a day is, creates night and day differences. You have to think, how do the bait fish stay alive? They have to propel themselves. You have to imagine, you know, they don't exactly have amazing eyesight. You have to imagine, put yourself in their shoes. Essentially, how about we put you in a circular, like 15-foot wide circular thing, and you have like a little oxygen thing strapped to your back with a mask. And the only time you can get oxygen if you're like walking around. And if you stop moving, then you stop getting oxygen, you're gonna die. If you're in the pitch black dark, you're gonna continuously bump into walls. Every now and then, it ain't gonna hurt you. You might bonk your nose every now and then. But you have to remember, like, days and days of doing this. Hitting the sides of these things. And then at night, doing it full speed because you can't see anything. I started implementing this last year, and it was a night and day for our baits. Having that light overnight. Less red noses for the big shad. Everything cured better. Everything stayed alive better. We had much less dead loss. And also, I got a lot more strict on us overfilling the bait pen. If you notice, there's plenty of space in the bait pen. And that's for good reason. We've done it in the years past where we've put way too many baits in and just everything just, again, beats the heck out of each other. You know, a tail isn't that hard and doesn't cause that much damage, but hundreds and hundreds of tails in there hitting each other all day long, all night long, full speed. That's gonna wear down the slime, the protective coating of the fish, and hurt them. A good way to know that if you have a good bait is if they're not dry. That means they still have the slime on them. If they don't have slime, that means they have been beat up. They've been in the net too long. They've been in the pen with, or in a live well with too many other baits. They're just not healthy. Like they just haven't been cured, or they've been mishandled. Whenever I'm like pulling hook baits out of the well when I'm in Louisiana, whether it's hornbellies, Atlantic bumpers, some of you call them, pilchards, threadies, it's really important to feel. I mean, it's night and day, the liveliness and the health of the bait for the ones that are wet, or quote unquote wet or not dry. Then you can still feel the slime compared to the ones that are dry. I didn't know this was a thing until one time we were at the bait receiver picking up a couple thousand sardines for a 7-day trip. Captain, who was a brilliant guy and just was a bait Nazi. I've never seen a guy so focused and anal about the bait. Just open a top. They keep them in big giant crates covered with pallets. And you just look at him. It's like, those baits are dry. I was like, Brian, what does that mean? It's like, I can tell that they don't have slime, and they look normal. He picked it up, rubbed it in his hands, threw it over the side of the dock. It's like, they're dry. I was like, what does that mean? He's like, pick one up. Pick one up. Do you feel any slime? No. Yeah, they're dry. They're not going to survive. Long story short, overcrowding, not having lights, not having water flow is a good way to not have healthy baits. At the end of the day, we are using pogies. Pogies don't exactly stay penned up very well. We are at a benefit because these are gigantic, grotesquely large pogies. And we do have bluefish as sort of a backup bait. So I was looking up indeed. We're actually gonna fish tonight. We've decided we're gonna get out there about midnight. There's some guys just fishing for fun this afternoon before the season opens, pre-fishing, and there were several fish caught this afternoon. So that's a very, very good thing, very positive. Also several fish seen pretty much everywhere. It seems like there's kind of fish around. There's like a pretty good push of fish right now. Hopefully it'll last a day or two or more. So we're gonna go find out here in a couple hours. See if we can't get one of these things eaten by a giant bluefin tuna in the morning. All right, well, good afternoon everybody. Loading up bait. Very high tech live well. I'm not making fun, it works. It's here, let's give you a redneck rig. It's 12:30 right now. But we're gonna give it a shot. Never done this before with the whole late night thing. We're actually gonna have another boat out there with us, so we'll be alone for safety and for knowledge, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. About to load up some baits, head outside of Moorhead Inlet, and give it a try. If you follow the channel, you know that we've caught fish here in the dark before. Hooked fish in the dark, fought fish in the dark, killed fish in the dark. So maybe, oh maybe, we can do it again. What say you about that, Raven James?
What?
Killing fish in the dark?
I say good morning.
Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't turn into the longest day ever. The never-ending story. But starting out good. Wind's very calm. It's not super cold. hopefully all our bait's still alive and we can get out there and get an Instabite, come back in, take a nap before the buyer opens, and have the best day ever. Happy shad. They look beautiful. This is the best. This is the best that our bait's ever looked. All right, let's go catch some tuna. All right.
At least you can walk on this thing pretty good.
Yeah. Here we are. Put the baits out. Slick, calm, beautiful. It's not that cold. I guess we're gonna start fishing for tuna. We are marking quite a bit of bait. It's already a couple boats fishing out here, surprisingly. I don't know. I'd like to think we're creative, but we're not that creative. Sure, people are trying to dodge this weather coming in too. But not put them out. All right. I got one on. Come on, you can do it.
You gonna run hard over like, huh? That one out. Go further back.
Oh, this one far? All right. Hello. Not sure if you can see me or not. Maybe with the light. We didn't catch anything in the dark. Didn't really see much. We saw some bait, but nothing substantial. Moved over to where we saw the bait yesterday. It's still here. And we just got word of our first hookup. So fishing in the area. Just got word that 2 of our good buddies got all their bluefish stolen out of their bait pens last night. So if you are that person, screw you. I hope you blow a powerhead and you never catch a bluefin again. Aside from that, looking up. All right. They are. Bait's getting torn through. Haven't seen a tuna yet. There's been several hooked. I think 3 hooked. Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing that happened yesterday morning. Hopefully we can get lucky and get a bite. Lots of bait though. A whole lot of bait. So what happened after that was the most epic bite of bluefin we have ever seen up here. There was probably at least 15 fish killed off of that school of bait in about an hour. And while that was happening, we had one of our good friends a couple miles offshore. We called him in to the bait. He doubled up. He killed his fish. He called us over to get his rod. The fight only lasted about 40 seconds, so it would have been that good a film anyways. However, while we were fighting the fish, I did lose my GoPro. It was an old head strap. It was really, really loose, and it was a GoPro 8, so I lost all that footage, obviously. But I did get a new GoPro. It wasn't that good anyways. So here you see me swimming the fish and gutting it in the water, getting it ready to take it to the buyer. And yeah, that's it. That's my uneventful story of how we ended up killing a bluefin on the first day of the season. Whatever. All right, I guess I can explain what I'm doing here. What I'm doing right now with this 5-inch sword knife is cutting the lateral line, bloodline, down the side of the fish. It's even with that pec fin right there. And it can be difficult to get underneath those fins, but with that knife, it makes it pretty easy. This is about 10 minutes later. Right here, I'm making a slit from the anus up about 4 or 5 inches. And to release all the guts, you have to pull out and cut all the connections down there. And you can actually pull it through the gills really, really easily after that. What gutting it does, it cools down the core much faster. prevents the fish from burning and thus getting a better price for your fish.
Now he's leaving.
Well, good morning, guys. It is not dark, if you notice. Wind picked up quite a bit yesterday. We called our buddy. There's a big kingfish tournament today. Happy Saturday. Happy Championship Saturday to all you folks. Hopefully you watch some of the last of some conferences, play some college football. I guess the Pac-12 is really the only one they played last night. It started blowing up really bad last night. There's a kingfish tournament today out of Moorhead. One of our buddies is out there on a 35 contender. We called him at 4:30 this morning. He was out there and in the ocean and taking waves over the bow while we were on the phone. So we figured we'd just get up in 2-3 hours and look at it. It's calmed down substantially and it's looking up. We're gonna get our shot today. Our baits look amazing. I think I attribute that to the gigantic light that's on our dock now. I brought one that's about that size that I was gonna put on there anyways, but our baits look so good. Also, the water's been really high in this canal. I'm sure that extra flow is helping out. But you know, when you've had pogies in a damn pen for 3 days and you're trying to net them out there and they're too fast and quick to even think about grabbing, you know your bait's doing good. Looking up, Ramey's sleeping in. We had a long day yesterday. He's gonna take the day off. But yeah, me and John Boy the Goat back at it again. Hopefully we can get it done quick. Well, can't fake it, folks. Never will be able to. We're stuck high and dry.
Y'all don't get wet. We'll walk over there. Y'all don't get wet. It's our cup. Oh.
I got waders? You're my hero. I thought I was gonna have to get in the water. Yeah, it's dead low. Our track line is no good at dead low, apparently. So we were so close to the inlet, but we are not there. Yeah, these guys are helping us out. Thank God. Thank God. This kid has waders that way.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. He's not gonna be able to drag this that far. Maybe.
We can get some momentum. Ooh. Yep. Thank you very much. Oh God.
Shallow it is.
It's so shallow.
We're not getting.
Thank you very much. We're gonna try to back off?
I mean, see what they want to try to do.
I think we have to go bow too.
It was
Jesus.
shallow over here for him too.
Yeah. I mean, but
He was hitting bottom over here.
he was closest to us right there. Oh no. Poor guy. Says he got a leak.
We appreciate it. I guarantee it. Hey, I think we're digging the transom into the thing. We're probably gonna have to bring a bow around.
All right. Oh God. Something's gonna break. Come on. Well, those guys that try to help us, they did good, but they just didn't have enough ass to get us off the bar. Towboat US is here now. The water's come up a little bit. That's how close we were. So close. But I would hope that we get off of here now. Then we get to go through an inlet. It's breaking fully across the bar. So that'll be fun. Moment of truth.
We're gonna list you. Be careful.
Yeah. Nice and quick and easy. Oop. Maybe not.
Let me know when you flow, Cap.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There we go. That was anticlimactic, I guess. All right. Yeah. So finally, after a 2.5 hour cutscene of us hanging out on the sandbar, we finally made it out of the inlet. And our buddy who was out there fishing informed us that the fish were biting unreal. Like he wasn't able to keep a bait in the water. That's how good they were biting. And they were all gigantic too. However, they were all kingfish. The kingfish were biting so good and the grade was so good that our buddy quit trying to catch bluefin. And because he has commercial permits and kingfish permits, he started commercial fishing with the little bait that he had. In an hour, he had 550 pounds of kings, and 3 of those were over 50 pounds. So we very quickly had the same experience. No, luckily the bait's right there. Watch out the buck. I'm gonna move the bucket real quick. Oh God. Big kingfish. And if you know me, you know I have 2 big rules of fishing. Rule number 1, don't ever leave fish to find fish. And number 2, fish for what is biting. So we decided to throw some baits on the spinning tackle and catch a couple kings ourselves. Oh, you got him, son. Big Terry. Go chasing big kings. Fish for what's biting, I suppose. I said fish for what's biting, I suppose. Big king. How big is it?
I've been a lot.
That'd be cool. Yep, right in the tail. Big dog. Big one. Wow. Great grade. Oh gosh, come on. Yeah. Nice 30-pound kingfish.
35 pounds. 40-pound fish.
That's a big one.
Might be my biggest mackerel.
Come on. Jonathan would like me to formally apologize to all of you for saying it was a small king. It was 55 pounds. Remember, John is 6'4". It's underneath his chin in that picture. Gave it to one of our buddies commercial king fishing, and he went and waited for us. Insane grade of fish. The same guy caught 3 others over 50. Either of us would have won the kingfish tournament. And we pulled off 2 kingfish right out the boat that were noticeably bigger than this one. But whatever, we're going after bluefins. Big. He's big. Oh my gosh! Holy moly, that was crazy! One kingfish cut it in half and the other one came and finished him off. That was wild! Oh, it's big. No, he's not. Got a gaff? Oh, God. Got a gaff, John? It is. Done.
Got like a 40 pounder.
Done.
Richard's got one that ate a 5 foot from the boat. Huh? I'm just catching. I'm probably them all.
Yours is slightly bigger than mine, John. Oh, missed it. There he is.
We got him.
Little guy. Big tuna.
You're on YouTube now.
Nice kick, Jesus. That's all right. Johnny.
You didn't say that?
So the first couple days were fun. Day 1 was amazing. Day 2 was pretty terrible fishing for the fleet. Day 3 was one of the worst days of fishing for the fleet that we've seen here. There was one boat that got a bite. One boat. And that one boat brought back the longest fish that's ever been brought back to Morehead City. I got a good one coming up, folks. A very, very good one.
Oh my God.
This is
Hit him again.
legit the peak of my fishing career.
I told you the biggest one.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
It's a good one. You're gonna need to subscribe to see that video if you haven't already. I cannot wait to share it with you. It's gonna be coming up here in a couple days. Whew. Subscribe to see it. I love y'all. Can't wait to share with you. I'll see you guys next time.